Welcome to the made-up stories for kids. Fun and bright with adventures waiting day and night. Silly faces and jokes galore with cute little worms and so much more. Pickles that giggle and unicorns that shine. Mermaids swimming, oh so divine. And don't forget about the Unidragon too. It's a magical world created just for you on the Made Up Stories for Kids.
Hi everybody, my name is Chimera and this is my mom.
Hi, my name is Ezra.
And every week my mom and I are going to be telling you wonderful and magical tales about different things on our channel, the Made Up Stories for Kids. Tell your parents that you love our channel. Please like and subscribe.
Let's tune into this week's story.
You know that feeling when you feel just a little bit different, like you're on the outside looking in? Well, this is a story about exactly that. And it's about the incredible magic that can happen when you finally find a friend who just gets it. So, let's set the scene. We're in this absolutely gorgeous, magical land called Floria. Just picture it. Glowing flowers, sparkling rivers, the whole 9 yards. And right here, in this amazing world, a sweet baby fairy named Lila was born. But here's the thing. Lila was different. She was born without any wings. And as she grew up, she could hear the whispers, the other fairies giggling. And their words, well, they made her feel so incredibly small. And just really, really alone. But then, one morning, on her usual lonely walk to school, something happened. Something that was about to change her whole world. A little spark of hope was about to find its way to her. It all started with a simple, quiet question. Lila was walking with her head down, just trying not to be noticed, when another fairy came right up to her and asked, "May I be your friend?" Now, the question itself was a surprise, but what was even more surprising was who was asking. The other fairy's name was Louisa, and when Lila finally looked up, she saw it. Louisa didn't have wings either, and in that one single moment, that feeling of being small and all alone, it just, poof, disappeared. She'd found someone who understood everything without her having to say a single word. And just like that, from that day on, Lila and Louisa were completely inseparable. For the very first time, Lila felt like she was really seen, accepted for exactly who she was. She had found her person. Suddenly, their days were just jam-packed with a kind of joy Lila had only dreamed about. They did absolutely everything together. Riding their bikes down paths lined with flowers, making up hilarious new rules for board games, and there was so much laughing. And their friendship just got stronger with every little thing they did together. They shared everything from their lunches at school to sushi for dinner to just chilling out and watching their favorite shows. It was these simple, happy moments that built their incredible bond. So after these days that were so full of fun and adventure, they'd fall asleep feeling totally safe and happy, already dreaming about what they were going to do the next day. This friendship had brought them a kind of peace that neither of them had ever felt before. Their friendship had this magic of its own. It was this kindness that just sort of radiated out from them. And the very next day at the Fairy Academy, they were about to find out their adventure was really, truly just getting started. So they're in their play studies class out in the Enchanted Meadow when they get another amazing surprise. This little super fluffy creature with a tail like a cloud just hops right out and says, "Hello, my name is Pufflet." And guess what? Pufflet wasn't alone. Pretty soon, this whole group of magical creatures started gathering around them. There was Twinkle, a squirrel with sparkly eyes, Bree, this tiny little bluebird, and a shy hedgehog named Mellow. All of a sudden, their circle of 2 was getting a whole lot bigger. So the animals explained that they'd actually been watching Lila and Louisa. They'd seen how warm and kind their hearts were, and they wanted to be friends too. It was like the girls' special bond was a magnet for even more friendship. Then Pufflet told them they had something really special to show them, a secret place. And this is where everything in the story really comes together. So this new little crew follows the animals down this winding path that was glowing with this soft, beautiful light. and it led them straight to this enormous, ancient tree. And hidden way up in its branches was the secret. It was a tree house. But I mean, this was not just any tree house. Bree the bluebird proudly explained that this was the tree house of friendship, a secret, super special place made only for the kindest, most caring fairies. And inside? Oh, it was the perfect hideaway. It was filled with colorful cushions, tons of berry snacks, and it had this huge window that looked out over the entire meadow. It was a place practically built for laughter and sharing stories. It was a place to belong. And right there, in that moment, surrounded by all their new friends, Lila and Louisa looked at each other and they just got it. Being different didn't make them less than anyone else. In fact, it was their kindness, which came from their shared journey, that made them truly, truly special. It's what brought all this amazing joy into their lives. So in the end, Lila and Louisa found more than just friendship. They found a place where they belonged, a place they were celebrated, and it all started with a simple act of kindness. It really makes you think, doesn't it? What kind of magic could you create just by being a kind friend to someone who might be feeling a little different?